have loved ones buried in Fort Myers, you may have to reduce the amount of flowers you can leave for them.
The city will start enforcing a rule regulating that in a few months. Wink News reporter Jolena Espirito spoke to a family that's upset by the change.
Robin Lacey's mother, father, and brother are all laid to rest here at the Fort Myers Cemetery. But under the city of Fort Myers' new rules, most of this setup won't be allowed to stay here anymore, aside from these 3 flower bouquets. And Robin told me these are some of the most important people in her life to her, and she doesn't want to sacrifice what their new home looks like. Robin Lacey comes from a close-knit family. Half of that family now laid to rest at the Fort Myers Cemetery off Michigan Avenue. What brings her comfort is that her mom, dad, and brother are all together, surrounded by these mini pavers.
My dad, and brother, to me, when they're all boarded up together, they're still together. But if they weren't, they wouldn't be together. I feel like they're together when they're like this.
But the city of Fort Myers says they can't be surrounded by the pavers for much longer. After April 30th, the only thing allowed to be left out of this entire triple gravestone setup, the flowers in their plastic vases, 1 per gravestone.
I don't know. I just can't explain it. It's like this is where we feel close to them. This is where we should be able to come and visit them and comfortable. I don't know. It's just not right.
So the angels and more have to go too.
We got the angels that watch over them whenever they're, it just, my mom loved the forget-me-nots. That's why they're there, the flowers. She loved wind chimes. My brother died 4.5 months, or 4 months after my mom, 4 months and 1 day after my mom. We knew he wasn't going to be able to live without her. And it's like, he died shortly after. So it's like, yeah, I think it's very important that we keep him like this.
And the city of Fort Myers said these are not new rules. They're just going to start being enforced May 1st. And the city said this is part of an effort to help keep the cemetery clean. 2,000 letters have went out alerting people of the changes. And there's also these signs posted around the cemetery explaining what's permitted and what's not permitted, and the deadline, April 30th, to remove the non-permitted items. I'm reporting in Fort Myers, Jolena Espirito, Wink News.
All right, Jolene.